from FNB Field in Harrisburg, ABC 27 Sports, together with USL Live and CBS 6 in Richmond, bring you USL Pro Soccer. Tonight, the Harrisburg City Islanders host the Richmond Kickers. Hi, everybody. Greg Mace together with Gary Sutton as we get set for this big USL matchup. Gary, these two teams have been playing each other for a long time, over a decade, and I think some people would call this a rivalry, but it really hasn't been particularly close in terms of the wins and losses over the years.
No, 19-5-9 over that period of time, and the City Islanders have been on the losing end, so they have a little catching up to do. They might get a good start here tonight, right here in the home confines of FNB Field.
All right, let's talk about Richmond a little bit, because they have had a tough road to go so far in terms of wins and losses. They've only got 2 wins this year. All of their losses have been pretty close. They haven't lost any games by more than 2 goals. Let's talk about one of the guys in the back in the goal who's going to be a big key for them tonight.
Well, with them not scoring a lot of goals this year, in fact, only 10 for the season, you got Matt Turner back there, the goalkeeper. He's done a great job all year long, but he's going to get a onslaught here tonight with a newly discovered offense here on the City Islanders side of things.
And the City Islanders, who went 10 straight games without a win, suddenly have sort of found their pace. They have won 3 of their last 4. They've had some injuries, had to add some new guys. Some new guys have had to step up, including Jamie Thomas.
Jamie Thomas is a big guy who's been going at it all year. Sometimes he's kind of like our witness protection. They forget about him, but he's hustling all the time. He had a big goal here the other night that spurred them on to a 2-0 win, and he's a guy that will be hustling the whole time. But you also have some people like Paul Wilson up front. Bembo is up there as well, and they've got a guy named Mens up front. They've got a good 4 up there right now that are really bringing a newfound speed here for this offense.
So this is our first live telecast on ABC 27. I know many of you who watch USL Live have been able to check out and see what's been going on here at FNB Field. This is the home of the Harrisburg Senators baseball team, but they've done a great job of making this a soccer stadium and really adding to a great atmosphere.
Well, you don't have a bad seat anywhere in the place, and I'll tell you what, the field is always absolutely immaculate, as you see behind us here tonight. But the players seem to like it a lot, too. And even with the drought here lately, it's always green here at FNB Field.
All right, the opening kickoff is coming up. It's the Harrisburg City Islanders and Richmond Kickers live from Harrisburg City Island coming up next.
Focus. It's hard to keep. Everybody wants a piece of you. So don't lose it. Take your time. Work hard. Don't give up. And when your moment comes, breathe through. And focus.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dolphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Crooked Hill Townhomes is the official housing partner for the Harrisburg City Islanders. The rental community, located in Susquehanna Township, features 3-bedroom townhomes with attached garages and optional finished basements. The community features 6 beautiful floor plans, state-of-the-art fitness center, and an off-leash dog park. For more information on the community, visit www.crookedhillapts.com. Crooked Hill Townhomes, the best in luxury living that Central PA has to offer.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Hometown Heroes Night here at FNB Field, and take a look at a state police helicopter from the Pennsylvania State Police doing a very cool flyover here, Gary, to salute our first responders and hometown heroes tonight.
Came straight in over the stadium, top speed, and then kind of circled lazily around and gave everybody a chance to see. And those guys are hometown heroes. They do a great job all the time, and Nice that they're all being recognized here tonight, for the EMTs, to the police, to the firemen, all out there. And thank you for your great service to the community.
All right, to take a look at the Richmond Kickers. They are in the road white uniforms. The Harrisburg City Islanders in their blue. We'll take a look at the starting lineups. And what's missing with Richmond is a lot of firepower. The 6 of their goals have been scored by guys who are out. Harrisburg City Islanders have made some adjustments with their injuries and put a little more firepower in.
They've got their main scorers out of there, but they've picked up some main scorers. Look at number 19 at the bottom, Cardell Bembo. A lot of good things go through him. And Rapopa Mensah has made his presence known here at the forward spot. It's going to be interesting tonight to see if they keep the momentum going, and it's underway.
Harrisburg will attack from our left to our right.
Harrisburg at a 4-3-3 alignment here to start. There is Bembo.
You know, I think Harrisburg's playing with a whole lot more confidence here as they won. We talked to Bill Betcher before the game, and he said, hey, look, you know, we've really played well. We just haven't really scored a lot of goals, and it's been tough for them to get the kind of confidence they probably really should have. And now they do with these with this winning streak. They've won 3 out of the last 4. Now Richmond will get the throw-in from the far side.
Well, it really started Saturday, January 24th, Craig, when they won 1-0 over Louisville, the first-place team, and that was a huge win. And after that, I think they started to feel themselves. And you know, in sport, once you start to learn how to win, guess what? It becomes contagious.
It's McLaws. Ball goes far side for the Islanders.
They become a much better passing team during this 4-game streak here, too. Hooking up with a lot quicker, shorter passes, something they were not doing earlier in the year.
Throw into Richmond. Sonny Janae, out of the University of Maryland.
Richmond has really had a power outage this year in terms of goals scored. They've done a pretty good job goals against, as we said, good defense, but you don't win games 0-0. And so when you take those 6 scores out of the lineup tonight, that only leaves 4 left that people have scored. They're going to have to find some scoring elsewhere this evening.
One of their players suspended for 1 game, another up with DC United, which is the whole premise of this league, is to, much like it is with any minor leagues, but this USL now moving into Division 2, got a much better chance of moving up as these players continue to show their stuff.
Well, Haji Kumar, the guy that moved up and had 4 goals before going up there, so he showed his stuff early and often.
Connor Shanowski out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Playing it out of the back for Richmond. 3rd minute of play, no score. Here on City Island, glad you're with us here on ABC 27.3 and also on USL Live, and welcome all of our viewers on CBS 6.3 in Richmond. So we got a big audience tonight and a nice crowd here at FNB Field. Islanders controlling. McLaws.
Talked about Matt Turner being in the goal tonight for the Richmond Kickers. In the goal for City Islanders, Brandon Miller, who has been nothing short of unstoppable here lately. He put on a show the other night.
Yeah, nice run. Ball goes over the end line. Let's a lot of support here for the Islanders. We're going to get to those guys, the Capital City crew, in just a moment. But now Richmond will get the corner kick.
First corner of the game here tonight goes to Richmond. They put the heat on.
Ball into the box, and it's headed away, and it goes.
Good job by Mo Dabo getting it out of there.
Over the touchline.
9 different countries represented on this City Islander team.
Nice play by McLaws to get it out of the box, and now it's cleared all the way back to center.
There's Mensah.
Tried to play it through a little bit, but it is picked up by their keeper, Matt Turner, out of Park Ridge University, Fairfield University. Got some time with the New England Revolution. Wow, he kicked that almost the length of the field.
Big foot, goalkeeper to goalkeeper. Let's have a one-on-one game, right?
Well, you'll enjoy seeing Brandon Miller when he gets his first stop of the night, because he's been fun to watch. He's really been probably the MVP on this club so far this year.
They had a stretch the other night when they were up 2-0, where they just were kind of playing defense and weren't really momentum forward on offense. Miller was giving the defense the devil while he was making great stop after great stop. Here's McLaws out on the wing.
And the chip will go over almost over the end line. Took kind of a crazy bounce, and now along the near side, Richmond cannot clear it out, and Dabo keeps it in.
Looking for John Grosh down there and has to take it away. Oscar Umar with a pickoff, and now you talked about the defense for Richmond, but the defense for Harrisburg has been superb all season long.
A lot of low-scoring games. Nice play there by Bembo. Harrisburg trying to bottle it up in their own end, in the Richmond end, and it is cleared back to midfield now. And Richmond with a break. There's Frank Teyu. Almost into the box, but nice play by Harrisburg to sweep it away. And now the Islanders will start out. Paul Wilson, far side, out of Jamaica. A lot of international flavor, as Gary said.
9 different teams, 9 different countries represented, as Paul just kind of kicked ahead there. That has not been the modus operandi for this team. They've been doing a lot of short 12 to 14-yard passes here during this run.
6 minutes of play, still no score, and you see the temperature and humidity. So a really terrific night out here.
Talked about the guys that are out of the lineup tonight for the City Islanders. Pedro Rivera, who have been one of the hottest guys here in this 3-game run. 2 goals there and 1 assist. Johnny Mendoza out, another scorer. You had Aaron Wheeler, who had 2 goals during the season here. And then Manolo Sanchez. All 4 guys are scorers. But the Islanders have just kept pouring in new people, and they're starting to really answer the bell.
And the Islanders get a break with the ball going over the touchline. Wilson got the throw in. Richmond trying to clear it out. Wilson is almost right there. And it's Teyu escaping the Harrisburg defender. But it'll be another throw-in.
It was Travis Brent coming down that time. One of the things you'll look at this year, if you've watched the City Islanders in the past, is the fact that they're a much more physical and much quicker team, particularly in the back defense.
Now Teyu tried to put it into the box, and Travis Brent was right there, and Harrisburg playing, as we've talked about, some nice defense and stopping the short tries here so far by the Richmond Kickers. Still no score. Now a break. Bembo with a shot. Oh, did he get a piece of that?
I think he did. I think it's going to be your first corner of the night for the Islanders.
So it'll be a City Islanders corner kick.
Bembo is Mr. Excitement. He's a great assist guy. Watch this, though. Just a little high, but the keeper did a good job of getting up there, just making sure.
And the corner to Paul Wilson, who has stepped up for the Islanders.
Paul Wilson had a great season last season, was exciting in the middle, and he's one of the focal points now as a scoring threat this season. Again, with 2 big scoring threats out of there.
Into the box, cleared out by Richmond.
It was lying there just for a moment. Opportunity there missed for the Islanders.
Are they going to give it back?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So they'll set it up as Sean McLaws gets it back to the keeper, Brandon Miller. And the Islanders with some early momentum here.
That's what they did the other night. They came out attacking right away and really kept New York on their heels throughout the whole first half when they scored their 2 goals against New York.
It's an offside. John Grosh. Got to have 2 guys, a goalie and another player, between the pass when the ball crosses. You've got to have 2 people in front of that.
And what you'll see is the forwards of the back move up a lot of times and just hang those guys behind them. Part of the guile of soccer.
There was a time when people really, it was a time in soccer back when it first started, when there were some, people from America who said, we got to have more scoring. Forget about the offside, just let them play.
Raul Gonzalez is down on the field right now for Richmond.
Well, I think with that, maybe Pat Welter, you ready over there with a Capital City crew?
Absolutely, Greg. These guys are cheering right now. We got an injury down on the field, but it might be just your typical soccer stalling type injury. I'm not sure. Capitol Crew, what do you think right now? Greg, this Capital City crew has been here through the bad all year. They are the official fan group of the Harrisburg City Islanders. Right now, they're ready to enjoy the good this season. They're kind of sitting through this injury right now as we watch on the field. He's getting taken a look at here, see if he's okay. Jamie's getting the chants going. These guys are going to be chanting all night. The Harrisburg City Islanders are finally starting to score some goals, Greg. 2 goals their last game. They had 4 in a win over Toronto recently. So this is a fan group out here that expects to make a lot of noise tonight.
One of the things interesting about this team right now is that they are at 19 points after their win over New York the other night. There are 4 teams ahead of them for the coveted 8th spot. You have 8 spots here for playoffs in the Eastern Division. Orlando City Bees at 8th right now with 22. So you want to talk about how close it is. A 3-point win here tonight will give 22 points to the City Islanders. New York Red Bulls, Ottawa Fury, and Pittsburgh Riverhounds are also in that group, but it is starting to become a really good conversation with City Islanders being part of it for that 8th spot.
Still got to leap over a few teams to get to that spot. Just you take a look at the injury, and the Kickers with a free kick, and it'll go back over the end line, and Richmond will get it right back. But boy, now the Islanders, when they were on that bad streak of not having won 10, they won 10 games without winning. You thought they had no chance of making the playoffs. They do certainly now have a chance.
They really do, and a lot of time left to play, and they've got a good homestand here. They're going to be in town next week as well. So, little home cooking here would be certainly to the benefit of the City Islanders.
So the Kickers will control, still in a scoreless game. Here in the 12th minute. Greg Mace, Gary Sutton, Pat Welter on the sidelines.
One of the things that you'll watch the Islanders do here that they could not do last year, their quickness is blinding. They will get out and they'll get in the lanes, and they've really made passing a much tougher prospect for the other teams.
Nice control by Wilson into the box. That little quick tap there, and it didn't go their way.
Just a little bit behind Mensah that time. He had Mensah wide open coming down the middle. Good through ball that time.
Calvano. Wilson again.
Just missing his man by a little bit, John Grosh.
Best offensive opportunities here so far for the Islanders, who play it back and play some good ball control now. Mohammed into the box, and the shot goes wide by Wilson.
Wilson has been known to nail a few of those now and then. He gets out there and he kind of lulls you to sleep, but all of a sudden you have a jet shot coming at you.
There was a bunch of guys here for the Islanders, and Bill Betcher's had to kind of flip his lineup around a little bit. He's had to throw younger guys in, and Ropapa Mensah, I just love saying his name, from Ghana. He is 19 years old. He's another guy who's stepped up the other night. It's another great boot out of there by the keeper, Matt Turner. Boy, he's got a leg on him.
So Abbas Mohammed with a good head back there. And Frank Teyu right there in the middle. He is the target tonight that they're trying to get it on. He's 6'2", and a big guy occupying that forward spot for Richmond, wearing number 70. But when you look at the quickness factor, there you got Paul Wilson, the smallest guy in the field, against probably the tallest guy in the field there, and Teyu.
Calvano playing it ahead. Here come the Islanders trying to thread it down the middle, and they'll just play it back to the keeper.
Tell you, the thing here you see in the early going right now, Greg, is the quickness factor. I think the City Islanders are like gnats kind of going around these guys so far.
And the ball goes over the touchline. Still scoreless. 14th minute. And you can see the Islanders are right back here on Tuesday against one of the hottest teams in USL soccer, Charlotte. They've won 5 in a row.
And I think you're going to see a push-off here against Mensah.
A little pushing and shoving for the ball.
And you get the universal sign of I didn't really do that.
But
watch the elbow here, push him out. There it is. That's not just elbow. That's that'd be a good block in regular football. There's Teyu, the guy they're looking for. There's J.B. Thomas. He had the goal the other night to kind of get him started. Here's Mensah.
Good run.
Mensah being pushed down there. He's played around trying to earn the corner right here is what he's doing. Waiting for his teammate. McLaws comes down and follows. A little push down there from behind the McLaws.
And a nice play coming out there by Umar for the Kickers to finally clear it away. But, well, you're right. The Islanders' speed is clear that they are the faster of these two teams. But here comes Richmond. They've had kind of some methodical rushes. Not as quick as you said, Gary, as the Islanders.
No, and this is what the Islanders did the other night to New York. They kept it going pretty much east and west. There wasn't a lot of good scoring. They really are tough on their defense in the middle, and they flock to the ball very, very well.
Shanovsky into the box. And is that a penalty kick or outside the box?
It's going to be outside the box, I think.
Yeah. That was right on the edge, and it is going to be right outside the box. So big opportunity here for Richmond.
Yeah, this is one of those free kicks that's in a dangerous area.
And it's a yellow card.
Is that against Bembo? Let's take a look at this. Well, they said Bembo tripped him and probably had a pretty good. That wasn't Bembo though. That was Abbas Muhammad.
So Sonny Jane will take the free kick from just outside the box, or will he take it, or will? Well, let's see who takes it.
What's interesting here, you got really. This is to the advantage of Richmond. They've got some really tall guys down there. You look at that, 6'2", 6'2", 6'1", 6'3". So the headshot belongs to them inside here.
Johnny steps over the ball into the box. Nice save. Wow.
Oh.
Well, that's what you're going to see from Brandon Miller. He has been the MVP on this team this year.
Brandon Miller anticipates as well as any goalkeeper you see. He does not get beat very often. If you beat him with a goal, keep the ball, because it doesn't happen that often.
Bill Betcher told me today, boy, he comes off of his line so well.
Well, he doesn't hesitate either. I mean, he just really will come out in a heavily populated situation and turn in the play time and time again, Greg.
Well, the Islanders keeping it on the right side of the field.
Cross to the outside.
Bembo.
Now they'll come back to Paul Wilson.
And the Kickers will come back away with it as
that was a
Jane, yep.
Good tackle by Thomas there. But you will see a lot of tonight from these teams. You'll see a lot of Oscars awarded. Guys go down and you're pretty sure they might never come back again, and 2 seconds later they're up playing. There's a wide open area across from McLaws.
Soccer acting 101.
I think it's part of the build-in.
Yeah. Part of the culture of the game, but now the Islanders continue to control, and Calvano in the back.
Calvano has been really, really solid in the back there for them defensively. Out far side it goes. They are really probing right now.
Grosh.
So Abbas Muhammad put a cross pass there. Here's McLaws. He's been a mainstay the last 2 years.
Boy, the Islanders are doing some great ball control.
Yep, they really do.
Nice ball by Calvano, dropping it off.
Looks like the Globetrotters here with their weave. Then a through ball, a little set piece right there.
And almost coming through was Dabo. Now the ball almost to the box. It is in the box and kicked over, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Islanders.
They're leaving that far side wide open, really working the right side, and then all of a sudden you see him put that boot over the left, try to get like a one-on-one on that far side. So this is akin almost to a quarter here with the long throw-in.
Into the box.
Little seal there by Mensah.
Well, he didn't get the trip, but still the Islanders controlling, and Gary, you're right. It looks like almost that Globetrotter weave, and they are really doing a nice job with ball control. Although here comes Richmond right back, and it's Frank Teyu who got it, and then they gave it right back to the Islanders.
When you look at Frank Teyu up front, though, and you look at the speed surrounding him, he's having a tough time really getting any kind of control of the ball here.
Dabo. Now nice steal. Here comes Janae. Drop pass for Richmond.
Watch right here, dangerous time.
Asani into the box, nice block.
Good job there by Abbas Muhammad getting in to block that ball out of there. And that's what you've seen this year from that defensive line in the back, Greg, is the quick reaction, and where it looked like they're going to have a goal, all of a sudden there's a blue or a white uniform in there, depending on what they're wearing on a given night, and they get it out of there.
And the Islanders circle back and control again. Still no score. 21st minute from FNB Field in Harrisburg. USL Pro Soccer here on ABC 27, USL Live, and we welcome everybody who's watching in Richmond tonight on CBS 6.
Frank Teyu, who's a forward up there wearing number 70 for Richmond, and you say, well, who do you go after if you have 6 goals missing out of your lineup that only scored 10 all year? Frank Teyu has 1 goal for the season, so you're counting on an awful lot up front right now, and hoping some new faces will show up. There is Teyu right there.
Nice steal.
Push off. Got away with it that time, McLaws. You see Mensah right there on top. There's McLaws again. Mensah with good defense down there. Little chip shot out ahead, nobody home. So far, the possession in time in the game belongs to the Islanders. The offense belongs to the Islanders, but the score remains the same on the board.
Well, the Islanders have been controlling, but you know, you see these little breaks every once in a while here for the Kickers, and they've had a couple of nice opportunities, but thanks to Brandon Miller, it's still scoreless. Troyer Braden, Columbia, South Carolina. Drops it to Asante. And now the Kickers with their first real opportunity here to kind of control the ball in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
There's Travis Brent with a good head back upfield, and then here comes a Dabo.
And that goes over the end line. Hey, Pat Welter, what are your observations here real quick?
Well, Greg, as you know, this is normally a baseball field, and I'm actually standing in the middle of the third baseline. And I was talking to the groundskeeper before today's game, and they actually lay down this sod every homestand. It takes them about 48 hours. I'm lifting it up. I don't know if you can see, but 48 hours to lay this stuff down. They need at least a day to get it up if the Harrisburg Senators are going to play here. And I was talking to some of the players on the team this week about what it would mean to get a stadium, a soccer-specific stadium, which the USL is mandating that all teams do in this league. And the players told me that, yes, it would be great for the fans, but also for the training and for the travel. Because sometimes they don't play a home game for a month.
And that's simply because of the baseball schedule. They have to play around the Harrisburg Senators schedule. But, boy, they've done a really nice job of configuring this field, which, you know, you just don't do that anymore. You just don't lay a lot of turf over baseball fields anymore. And they got into this great ballpark and with great amenities, and they've done a really nice job with the sod.
Said it's a great ballpark also to watch soccer because you don't have a bad seat anywhere in the house.
Yeah, there's people spread out all over this field, and the suites are full tonight as well. You know, they're utilizing the suites that the baseball team usually uses. All right, here come the Islanders on the attack, but it's cleared out again by.
There's Dabo back up there to Abbas Muhammad. Back to Wilson.
Comes to McLaws.
Calvano swings it over here near side.
And more deliberate play from 40 yards out for the Islanders, but right there, Asante. And now the Kickers clear it back to midfield.
Got Jake Bond getting the start here tonight, number 16. You see him right there. That's his first start this evening.
That was a nice save along the near side, and now along the far side, Jamie Thomas.
Jamie Thomas scored his first goal the other night off 2 rejections from Mensah off the goalkeeper, and Thomas was there for the 3rd one after a wonderful pass from Cardell Bembo.
Nice chip into the box, and Paul Wilson couldn't get another foot on it to follow through, and here comes Richmond back the other way.
The aggressors in this game so far, certainly the Islanders.
Asante gives it to Durkin. Now into the corner, and it's going to hit the stick. Is that still in? It is still in.
I think it crossed over right there.
No, it did. Yep. So it'll go to Richmond, and the Islanders are like, hey, wait a second.
I think the official's calling it a corner. I think the one official is calling it a corner. Brandon Miller, who is not afraid to let people know what he thinks, said that is not right, but it hit the post to the corner, and or will it be? We're still sorting it out now. It looks like it's going to be a throw-in. Okay.
And it'll be a throw-in for Richmond. Janae, and now it'll go right back to the Islanders as it goes over the touchline after all that. Kipping by Umar. And now the Kickers control back at midfield. So Sante, we've called his name out a few times here on this last series of plays, and he goes far side and right over his head, and he'll go right back to the Islanders.
I think actually that kick, when the player over there on the far side looked up, he pointed to the sun, because the sun is still coming in over that right field side here in the baseball stadium, and hit him right in the eyes.
Yeah, it's really low when it comes over there, and it's really almost impossible to see because you're looking right up into the sun. And in the next 20 minutes, that'll be down, won't be a factor, but for now, it is right in the player's eyes if they look toward it. Now the Islanders trying to get that momentum right back.
John Grosh in the middle. John Grosh, one of those solid customers that just operates in the middle like the spoke in the middle of a wheel. Jake Bond.
And it'll go back right back to the Richmond Kickers. Troyer Braden played at the University of South Carolina, but now the Islanders will get it right back, and it'll come almost back to Brandon Miller, but circling back with it will be Travis Brent. Still no score in the 27th minute. Greg Mace, Gary Sutton, Pat Welter along the sidelines. USL Pro Soccer here from Harrisburg, and right into the box it is Jamie Thomas.
Here we go.
Shot over top of the net.
Boy, you could see that coming a mile away. Paul Wilson was coming, Thomas was setting them up, and Wilson just drilled it, just missing high.
That was a rocket. And the best opportunity so far for the Islanders, and watch it again.
And there was no chance if that ball was just down about a foot. That had a vapor trail behind it. Watch this. Good, great setup, and he sees Wilson coming. No one's home in front of him.
That would have been pretty. It was, but it didn't go in.
Yeah, it would have been prettier if it had gone down about 3 feet. Right there is a guy that's made a huge difference this year in the defense of the City Islanders. And you're looking over there at number 18. I'm talking about Abbas Muhammad. What an addition he has been this year for this club. He's brought great speed to the back, and he's a great transition guy and going defense-offense.
Saw a good stat up on the screen that Harrisburg's passing accuracy so far tonight has been 87%. And they've really done a great job in the Richmond end of the field of passing and controlling the ball like they are right there.
This has been the biggest difference really in the last, probably 4, 5, 6 games, Greg, that their passing has just become superb.
Here's Wilson. Keeps following through.
Gets it to Jake Bond. Here's McLaws. Nice chip shot. Looking for Thomas far side.
Somebody got a hand in there, and
they're going to call off sides against Thomas. But you like the attack here, what they're trying to do. They're really dissecting under that defense right now of Richmond and finding some pretty good opportunities.
So in the 29th minute, still scoreless. And Harrisburg would love to have these 3 points for a win and move up the ladder. And Richmond, who has struggled to win, they haven't lost by much, but they haven't won in 13 straight. Asante. Got it back to Umar. Now into the box. And Brandon Miller is right there. The shot coming off the foot of Teyu.
You have to go back to April 22nd for Richmond to find a win, and that was against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds.
They did beat the Islanders earlier this year, early in the season.
Opening game. Yep, beat the Islanders 1-0, and since then, in May, they had a 0-0 tie. So this is kind of a rubber match, I guess you'd say.
This is a long season. Back in the old days of the USL, you know, you didn't play this many games. Here's a nice move, but nice play by Dabu to take it away.
That play right there, Greg, is symbolic of the whole season so far, where you see what looks like an opening for the other team, and all of a sudden it closes down. They're that quick.
Playing it back is Shanovsky. Kickers in the white, and they'll play it back to their goalkeeper, Matt Turner. Well, some great fundamental soccer. We just haven't scored yet.
Well, the difference you see so far, the short passing game of City Islanders against the long run and chase game that you're seeing right now from Richmond so far.
And there's Paul Wilson, number 10. I really like the way he's played.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he had a couple goals last year that just were unbelievable. One, a chip shot in full speed. We were playing over at Clipper Magazine Stadium, and he just put on a show.
And another offside against Harrisburg.
Jamie Thomas again slipping in behind there. Tom, I'll tell you what, you won't see anybody play more aggressively from start to finish than Jamie Thomas.
Jamie Thomas played indoor soccer with a Blast, the great Baltimore Blast, and played with the New York Red Bulls too before joining the Islanders.
You got a former Islander from last year playing this year on the Richmond Kickers. That would be Matt Bolduc.
It's funny, I talk to a lot of guys who play outdoor soccer and then they try to go indoors and they go, wow, what a different game it is. What a different game. Just because you play well outside doesn't mean that you play well indoors, but they're both great games.
What did Jake Bond just do a great job of getting that ball up on a headshot and directed it. Here again, you're just kind of kicking it out of there and hoping right now if you're Richmond, and you can see right away.
Yeah, collision.
Teyu is no match for the speed that the Islanders have in the back. There's Thomas. He'll fight for that ball the whole way down.
And Richmond saying, hey, that's offside, and it'll be a goal kick or it'll be it's offside.
You know what's tough about that offside? There you got a guy, Jamie Thomas, racing down the field, hustling like crazy, gets called for it by being the first guy to the ball.
So Matt Turner with that big leg.
But for Richmond, all they need is one clean look like this.
Durkin, and it'll be a free kick for Richmond.
That's going to draw a league of City Islanders who disagree with that one.
So Richmond will get the free kick. Call that about 30 yards out.
Problem with this free kick is that you have to get it up very quickly, and then you have to have something on it. Otherwise, it becomes kind of just a chip shot.
And Sonny Janae will take it.
They usually would like to do here is maybe kick it over to another guy and get him a different angle. Let's see if that happens.
Former star out of the University of Maryland, a former Terp from College Park.
I'm looking for Brandon Troyer over here on the left. See if that's maybe where he goes.
Got to get it through a lot, and it goes just wide off the back. Pat Welder, what do you see down there?
Well, Greg, I was checking in on the sidelines on the Harrisburg side, and Cardell Benbow has ice on his left hamstring. And he's a guy that's been dealing with an injury. Last game he came out towards the end, but that was his ankle. When I spoke to the trainer, he did confirm this is a new body part, so we've got a new injury for Cardell Benbow here on the sidelines.
And that's a shame because he is a major part of what they do offensively. Obviously, Bond in there, solid player, but not a Cardell Benbow. There's Mensah.
Right on through, and that was a train wreck there.
No call, good tackle.
And cleared back out by the Kickers, almost to the touch line, but it'll be played all the way back to Brandon Miller, the keeper for the Islanders.
See how much they play the keeper now. There was the old days, you didn't do that with the keeper at all. Now it's just a regular happenstance of the game. There's Dabo off to Paul Wilson.
Far side. Well, here the Islanders doing what they've done so well this entire game, which is just control the ball on the Richmond end of the field.
There's one of the headiest players there is Jamie Thomas.
And Thomas trying to take a run for the ball, but both going up for that ball.
See Dabo.
Dabo, yep.
And I'll tell you the other thing that about the Islanders too this season, Greg, has been the fact they've become a much more physical team.
This Jake Bond.
Swings it back to McLaws, and McLaws will send it back to Miller and get restarted. Talk about a big foot. Miller can show one off here.
10 minutes plus stoppage time left in this scoreless first half from Harrisburg. Beautiful night here in City Island.
Oh, there's a good through ball. Just nice stop there in the back.
Looking for the touch, looking for the cross.
Oh, this is,
and that is
the official
up in the air, yeah.
Saying he stepped out. You got a corner kick coming up here.
Well, Mohammed did a nice job of controlling the ball, and it will be a corner for Harrisburg along the far side.
Second quarter of the match here for Harrisburg.
To be taken by Paul Wilson.
Got the Jamaican connection out there tonight. Of course, Bembo on the sideline right now with Paul Wilson and Cardell Bembo. Oh, this is a good low wrap.
Nobody got anything on it. Into the box.
Jake Bond to the middle. Jake Bond again.
Boy, Bond stuck with that one, and then he said, hey, who touched that last? Another corner kick for Harrisburg. They've taken Cardell Bembo off the field, so he is going to get some attention in the locker room now.
Hopefully he'll be back, but that's the third corner kick coming up now here.
And again to be taken by Paul Wilson.
One of the problems you have here is you don't have the tall bodies in there that you have when an Aaron Wheeler or a Pedro Rivero's in there. There's a good look. Oh, they had Abbas Muhammad flying through looking for it.
Almost a great header. Nice trap along the far side.
Jamie Thomas with a great trap again.
Thomas looking for the pass, chip back into the box, headed out nicely that time by Shanovsky.
One of the things you're getting to say tonight a lot is in the box on the Harrisburg side because they're putting the ball in the box regularly. Here's Thomas again. Back it comes to John Grosh. Grosh with a rocket shot again, and you say, well, why would you take it that far out? I tell you, goalkeepers can go to sleep down there in a hurry, and you get one of those shots, and it's kind of tough to see.
Pick your corner and hope you can hit it. And boy, the Islanders have had a couple of great opportunities here in the last 10 minutes, and they are dominating.
Rashid Alabi had a shot like that this year. It was about a 35-yard shot out and just buried it in the upper left-hand corner of the net. And I don't care who the goalkeeper would have been, they never had a shot at it. So it's those kinds of shots you like to let loose every now and then just to keep the keeper honest.
Calvano and the Islanders will do what they've done so well, which is just control the ball even out of their own end. And Wilson says, hey, I think that's ours, and it is.
Might be the longest pass they've made tonight.
Nope, couldn't fool him.
Wilson was selling. Nobody was buying.
Isn't that my throw-in? No, no, it's not.
Maybe yesterday, maybe tomorrow, not tonight.
Coming up to the final minutes here of the scoreless first half. But boy, the Islanders have put on a good offensive effort here. And there's Mensah.
And I really think that their speed, and you may not see it yet, but the speed is going to wear down this Richmond team in the long run.
And the Islanders control coming back out of their own end. This Grosh. Josh Gross out of Lancaster. Real deep ball here, and it'll go over the touchline. And it'll go back to the Richmond Kickers.
Do want to remind you fans to stay up to date on the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune in to USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts Mondays at 9 p.m. ET on Sirius XM FC Channel 85. Also, don't forget Sirius XM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check USLsoccer.com for dates and times.
Nice ball coming into the box, and Shanovsky headed it away, but the Islanders continue to control.
Yeah, this game is being played in the defensive half of the field for Richmond right now.
It's almost like half court.
It just look like they're running basketball plays here, give and goes and weaves, but have not yet been producing any scores. There's Grosh coming in from behind trying to steal it away from Samuel.
And Asante eventually got it over to Umar. Dropping it back. It's Gonzalez. Goes to the far side.
Well, that's a nice look.
A little spin on that ball, and it goes right into the hands of Brandon Miller.
But there's what they're trying to use Frank Teyu for. The size in there and trying to get that headshot in there. So they're trying to put it right on him, and they did that time, just not able to get a good turn.
See the possession time there, and it's being dominated by the Islanders.
And the Islanders 2-0 win the other night. They actually were down in possession time by like 8 minutes. But again, they played like this all night.
There's Jamie Miller.
And Jamie Thomas coming down there in the corner. He's got a chance to center it right here. Does. Far side. Bond had a look at it, and Bond got taken out.
It's a nice cross, though, by Jamie Thomas.
Oh, he was looking right for Bond. He had him. And keep in mind, Bond is playing right now where Kendrick Bembo usually plays. I said Kendrick Cardell Bembo, excuse me. Another cross.
Never got to the box that time.
Problem you have tonight if you're Richmond is you're constantly playing defense, so you never get a chance to really transition to a good, solid offense. The speed of the Islanders getting in the lanes and just forcing them to play a little faster than they want to is really noticeable.
Sonny Janae has controlled a lot of the ball when it comes to midfield, comes to the center.
Problem is he has nowhere else to go with it.
Nice play that time by Braden to keep it in for Richmond. Troyer Braden right in front of us. Gets it over to Umar. Umar one touch.
You get a good look right here just for a moment.
Janae again, yep.
Try to get his shoulders turned to get that shot. Here's Braden again. Well,
cross, and they'll just let it go over the end line.
We have 2.5 minutes left here in regulation. You notice the style of the wrap around the neck there, okay? You've got the scarf. Everybody here wears scarves. Doesn't matter if it's 95, you wear a scarf.
It's a soccer tradition.
It is. I noticed, Greg, you didn't have your scarf on tonight.
I have an Orlando City scarf that we got when we saw the opener in Orlando.
You wear that here, you might get run out of the stadium.
I know that. It's just kind of up on my souvenir rack.
You've always been very wise that way.
I have been, yeah.
Here's Brent.
Nice touch to Wilson.
Wilson to Bond. Back out to Calvano and then back into Wilson again.
There's Dabo.
Got Thomas there. Wilson again.
And it'll be the keeper, Matt Turner, just booting it back out, and they just keep playing defense and just sending it back to the midfield line.
They have one guy forward and everybody else is back there playing defense. They are being out-quicked.
Grosh.
Oh, you're going to get another corner coming up here, I think.
Yep.
The corner number 4 now of the evening for the City Islanders. 4-1. And the opening quarter had gone to Richmond tonight, and since then 4 corners for the Islanders. So Another big opportunity here with just less than a minute to go here in the first half in terms of regulation time. I don't think we have a whole lot of stoppage time that'll be played. Might be a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes.
Just had that one injury. That was about it.
Yep. Been a quick first half.
So Paul Wilson will take the corner. Into the box. Oh, that was almost a great bicycle kick.
That was Bond on the far side trying to get it. Back to Wilson it comes. Wilson going to send it right back in again. And again they get a kick at it, but it's going to be wide.
And Turner will go over the end line and he'll get a goal kick. Coming up at halftime, we've got some great USL highlights for you, and also we'll hear from Bill Betcher, the Islanders coach. We have a minute of stoppage time. That's it. 1 minute.
This is always where I think it's a dangerous time, because you can let down just for a moment. You're thinking about the locker room, and it's important right here to make sure you play right to the end of that extra minute. For example, dangerous place here. Good reverse kick up to Thomas.
Far side. Almost went over the end line as Raul Gonzalez controlling, and he's still controlling. And he's got two guys, including Thomas, on him.
If you're Richmond, you have much bigger guys. You have taller guys, but you can't get it down to the area where those taller guys can make a difference with the headshots. And so what's happening is they're being forced to match up with the quickness of Harrisburg here, midfield and down, and that's going to be the end of the first half.
Well, we are scoreless at the end of the first half of play. And we'll wait for Coach Bill Betcher to come over to talk to Pat Welter. He's got to be pleased with the way things have gone. I mean, they haven't scored, but they've really controlled the ball well.
Yeah, they've really kept the heat on the whole time, which is exactly what they did the last game against New York Red Bulls too. And so they're following the same script right now. Weren't able to break through in the first half as they did against New York, but you could see the possibilities are there. They were in that half, the whole half, and looking really sharp in terms of the way they're passing the soccer ball.
And look at the really nice crowd. They've got to get a goal here to really get the crowd more into the game, but it is a terrific crowd here at FNB Field, and you see the Islanders and the Richmond Kickers walking to the dressing room, and with the sun in their eyes, we go down to Pat Welter. Pat?
Bill, scoreless first half, your team plays well, but again, injuries piling up. Cardell Benbow looked like a hamstring injury. He goes to the locker room. What can you tell us about his status for the second half?
Yeah, he had a hamstring injury, kept him out for a few weeks. He felt it again today, so he's done for tonight. Disappointing to lose him. He came back last game and did very well, but we just got to put it behind us and move forward.
But again, a scoreless game. You guys possessed the ball for most of that first half, but do you feel like you can keep the aggression up in a scoreless game with some of the chances you're giving up at the other end?
I think we've limited them. I don't think they've really had many chances. We haven't created a whole bunch either, but I think we've had a few more than they have. Like you said, we've had the ball most of the half. They're kind of laying off us a little bit and let us play through the back. And as soon as we play it into the midfield area, they're starting to press. So we just got to be a little bit quicker when we get it there, and have to be better. The quality's got to be better in the final third.
The USL schedule a little bit uneven. You had a game Wednesday, a game Saturday, a game next week, all at home. But do you plan to maybe make some extra substitutions in the second half?
Well, we're only allowed 3, so we have 2 left, and I'm sure we'll use them at some point.
What do you got to do to get a ball in the net?
Just like I said, we just got to have a little better quality in the final third. Movement's got to be a little bit better. The decisions have to be better, and some of the service just wasn't quite good enough. I think it's coming. I think we had a good half, and I feel that we'll have one here in the second half.
Thanks a lot for your time, Greg. Back to you guys up there.
All right, Pat Welter with Bill Betcher coming up. Gary and I will take a look at the first half highlights and statistics when we come back. You are watching USL Pro Soccer on USL Live, ABC 27 and CBS 6 in Richmond.
Focus. It's hard to keep. Everybody wants a piece of you. So don't lose it. Take your time. Work hard. Don't give up. And when your moment comes, breathe through and
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dolphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Crooked Hill Townhomes is the official housing partner for the Harrisburg City Islanders. The rental community, located in Susquehanna Township, features 3-bedroom townhomes with attached garages and optional finished basements. The community features 6 beautiful floor plans, state-of-the-art fitness center, and an off-leash dog park. For more information on the community, visit www.crookedhillapts.com. Crooked Hill Townhomes, the best in luxury living that Central PA has to offer.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
USL Soccer continues live from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Part of the really nice crowd on hand here at FNB Field, which is also the home of the Harrisburg Senators, converted into a great soccer pitch here on the City Island in Harrisburg, right in the middle of the Susquehanna River. A lot of people go, what? How can you do that? Well, they've done a great job here. This is a complex that's 3 decades old, and it's a multi-purpose fun place to come to, and now it's got soccer, as it's had for many, many years, in a much nicer venue than they had before, and it's just a great place for people to come. Gary, certainly an interesting first half that was really controlled by the Islanders.
Well, there's no question about it. The Islanders used their speed in the first half to their advantage. They did a great job with a lot of good passing. They possessed the ball most of the time in the first half and really kept Richmond bottled up in their defensive third of the field. And as you heard Bill Betcher say there at halftime, basically they need to do a better job of the service in there in the final third. And you can see they did a lot of work getting that ball in the final third right here in our highlights. That's a good shot by Cardell Bembo, who went out with an injury then. But here you come again. And Bembo coming down the near side, and again, right off the goalkeeper's gloves. And then you come in the other direction here, and you can see the takedown from behind. You're going to get a yellow card there, and Abbas Muhammad chasing down. But that gives you a little idea of the speed defensively of the City Islanders. And then here they come again. This time it's Jamie Thomas. This might have been the best shot of the half. Paul Wilson coming right down the middle, and Thomas fed him with a perfect pass. But a good look right there. One of the few the whole first half by Richmond, as you saw it just missing to the right-hand side.
Had a look at the match stats. Nobody's scored yet, and you wouldn't think that the shots were that close, but they are. The possession time is the biggest difference here.
No question about it. 62% to 38%. Tells you about where the game is being played right now. Shots on target, also a little bit surprising. 3 by Richmond Kickers. None shots on target for the City Islanders, although I'm not quite sure how they're looking at that one that Paul had, but it wasn't on frame, and that's what they're talking about. 8-6, City Islanders up by 2 in the shots. So again, talking about their dominance in the first half, Greg.
Still scoreless. When we come back, we've got This Week in the USL and all kinds of great stuff from the league with the USL. A look at the championship team.
2007, they won the Pro League here.
And they're back again. More coming up from City Island.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey, she's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records with elite players and future stars. Innovative technology and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities and across the nation. Are you ready?
We built the USL into the largest Division II professional soccer league in the world. And now the time has come to announce USL Division III, America's professional third division league, completing the U.S. pro soccer landscape. It's time for your town, your team, your game. D3 will fuel local pride and local passion, creating a new legacy for the beautiful game and inspiring its tribal following across the country. This is professional soccer, built on a disciplined financial model and operational excellence, featuring exciting venues to thrill fans, in hungry new markets yearning for the game. USL Division III, professional, passionate, proven. Pro soccer starts here, coming in 2019. For more information, visit usld3.com.
These past few years have been tough on all of us. You worry about the economy, your job, your savings. You may even have given up on your dream of owning your own home. But don't give up just yet. We're PHFA. We help people realize their dreams of owning their own home with features like competitive interest rates, down payment and closing cost assistance, and even free home ownership counseling. PHFA can make your dream of home ownership finally come true. Find us on the web or call us to find out how.
I'm Brian Hudson, and we're PHFA. Welcome home.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dolphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Focus. It's hard to keep. Everybody wants a piece of you. So don't lose it. Take your time. Work hard. Don't give up. And when your moment comes, breathe through and focus.
Crooked Hill Townhomes is the official housing partner for the Harrisburg City Islanders. The rental community, located in Susquehanna Township, features 3-bedroom townhomes with attached garages and optional finished basements. The community features 6 beautiful floor plans, state-of-the-art fitness center, and an off-leash dog park. For more information on the community, visit www.crookedhillapts.com. Crooked Hill Townhomes, the best in luxury living that Central PA has to offer.
FNB Field in Harrisburg. Harrisburg City Islanders and Richmond Kickers are scoreless at halftime. Well, in the history of the Harrisburg City Islanders, they have won 1 title. They've been to the finals a number of times, but they won in 2007, and tonight they honor that team, and with one of the championship team members is Pat Welter. Pat?
Greg, I'm here with Anthony Calvano and his family here, defender on that 2007 championship team with the Harrisburg City Islanders. And Anthony, what does it mean for you to be back with your teammates tonight?
Well, it's awesome to be back, hanging out with them. We got a suite up there, which is pretty nice. Just great to connect, see where people are at. Obviously, I've stayed in touch with some, but not everybody, so that's pretty neat.
That championship game was against Richmond, who they're playing tonight. It went to penalty kicks. What's your favorite memory from that game?
I mean, honestly, my biggest memory is from the bus ride home, but from the actual game, my memory isn't too good because it's of me missing a penalty kick. I was the only person to miss the penalty kick.
The misses stay with you, don't they? Well, the league has grown so much since you played in 2007. We're at FNB Field, plans to get a soccer-specific stadium. How do you feel about how much this league has grown?
It's awesome. Yeah, we were talking beforehand about how many teams they have in the league, their status. The league's doing a good job of making sure that the teams are providing stadiums and places like this for the players. And I think the level has just increased from that as well.
Well, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. This little guy has been great during this. Anthony, thanks so much for your time. Thanks and congratulations to your teammates. Greg, let's send it back to you.
I remember 2007 when they won it. It really, I mean, the Islanders came in a few years before that, and people were excited, but that really put them on the map in terms of fan excitement and people being aware that the Islanders were actually here.
One of the things I remember about that 2007 team too, Greg, is everybody talked about their chemistry from the very start was superb. I mean, those people had like one heartstring pulling them all together, and then they played together all season long and just got better and better and better, and of course leading to a championship as you'd expect. But of course you have a Calvano on this team now with the 2017 edition of the Islanders with Thiago Calvano wearing number 5, but no relation as far as I know. But certainly nice to see these guys come back, and you can see them all gathered tonight, smiles on faces everywhere.
All right, coming up the next home game, coming up pretty fast, July the 18th, Tuesday against Charlotte, one of the hottest teams in USL Pro Soccer. 7 o'clock, you can get tickets here at cityislanders.com, and you can also walk up on game night and get a great seat. We urge you to come on out and enjoy a little pro soccer. It's great for the kids who play soccer as well to see this level and to see how great these guys are, and I think it helps when you watch great players. It helps your kids to play great soccer.
You talk about Charlotte Independence. They come in with an 8-3-4 record as of tonight. One of the top 3 scoring teams in the league, along with the New York Red Bulls too, and also the top-seeded Charleston Battery, who right now is at 10-2-5 and riding high.
Well, we'll see what kind of halftime adjustments and halftime energy both these teams come out with. This looks like it could be a 1-goal game to decide it. Remember, there's no overtime, there's no penalty kicks in the regular season. You can play to a scoreless draw. That is not the idea for the City Islanders, though. They want to come away with those 3 points.
Well, you heard Bill Betcher at the end of the half say, we have to make sure we get better service into that final third, and he's absolutely right. They controlled it all the way down to that final third of the field and then could not cash in, and here they come here with John Grosh.
Grosh still controls along the near sideline. Nice one quick step there by the Islanders.
Mensah is going to get it right here, and it's going to be offsides. Mensah just a step offsides there. So right away the Islanders pick up where they left off in the first half, controlling the soccer ball. You can see him right here. He'll be one step behind. Watch. There's a step. Here he comes again. Mensah a little too hard a dribble, but back to Paul Wilson. And Paul Wilson tries to chip one over the top, and In football, that'd be 3 points, and this one, nothing.
It's just a goal kick, which you don't get any points for. Just a little 1 on the score sheet that says goal kicks.
By the way, soccer fans, remember Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. So that ball you saw fly out over there was a Nike ball.
And there's the big foot of Matt Turner, 3/4 of the way down the field, and Richmond will get it right back off the foul, and it'll be a free kick for the Kickers.
I always think this first 5 to 6 minutes coming out of the locker room was absolutely paramount, because it's at this point in time that everybody's kind of getting readjusted a little bit after that break.
Raul Gonzalez plays it over now into the box.
Nice pass here. You see it already. Better passing here. Let's see if the Islanders pick up their defense and try to disrupt some of that rhythm like right there.
Grosh has the ball stripped from him by Durkin, and it'll stay with the Richmond Kickers.
A lot of good sliding tackles tonight by the City Islanders so far.
And we got a substitution already. This will be Matt Bolduc coming into the game.
And if you'd have said that last season, it would have been Matt Bolduc coming into the game for the City Islanders.
Last played on the Islanders last year out of the University of Massachusetts.
Didn't see a ton of playing time last season for the Islanders, but feisty little player.
So Bolduc will replace Raul Gonzalez in the Richmond lineup pretty quickly. Just 3 minutes in to this second half.
There's Wilson hunting for some space. Boss Muhammad back to the middle, not going to find his man there as Grosh tried to chase him down.
Nice spin, and the shot goes over the net by Asante. Samuel Asante, and it'll be a goal kick for the Islanders, and Miller will not boot it out. They will just methodically work it out of their own end.
Asante out of Sanyani, Ghana. About 3 players in this match tonight from Ghana. When Grosh get blindsided there, he never saw it coming.
Nice strip of the ball that time by Durkin.
Good lead out that time by Brandon Miller too. There goes Wilson. Wilson looking for Mensah going through. They're going to get the ball.
Shanovsky made the foul, committed the foul. And it'll come back to the Islanders.
I really like the play of Mensah at that forward spot. He has really added some speed, and it's kind of an unmentionable in there. I can't really quite put the foot on it right now, but there you see Wilson.
And a bit of a spark plug, too, from what I remember from the last game as well. And the Islanders, for the first time in this half, control. Travis Brent.
They're looking again for Mensah. Again, it's going to be a push from behind, but the official says not this time.
And Mensah waved his arms. That doesn't really do you a whole lot of good, and it'll be a toss-in for a throw-in for the Richmond Kickers.
There are several universal signs in this game for all these players. When you miss a goal, you put your hands behind your head and put your head down or talk to the sky. And whenever you have a bad call against you, in your opinion, you put the universal sign up in the air of three-pointer in basketball. You're correct, it doesn't work.
Nice trap, chest trap by Mensah.
Obviously, you know where they want to go right now with soccer ball, and it's Mensah. He's putting his foot on a lot this half here in the early going.
And going down is Sonny Janae, who will get right back up after that foul.
So
and yep, Richmond will
with
get back.
some good sportsmanship there. But look at the size of these guys. You know, like Sonny Janae. I mean, he goes, what, about 6'3". You look at Frank Teyu. He goes at 6'2", 209, and he's your forward. Oh, and Thomas was just looking to swing that around the corner.
Well, Richmond's had a little ball control here in this second half.
And it's in the interior because it's mostly been through their backs in the first half, but right now they're probing the interior a little bit more. But again, the quickness of Abbas Muhammad coming up takes it away. Little chip back there again.
Nice play by Wilson. Circling back and
took it away from Gonzalez right behind him.
Islanders coming out. 50-50 ball is won by nobody yet. There's Wilson as they're right again. And the Kickers.
And you see every time the Islanders are stepping into lanes. Gosh, through ball. Bond trying to get the center that time.
Pushed off. Bond got it back.
Good defense by Connor Shinosky. And you get your corner kick.
Well, good hustle there by the Islanders.
Oh, they're going to say goal kick, but good hustle is right. And they're again putting the pressure back on.
53rd minute. Remember, we play 90+ stoppage time, so still scoreless.
This is not a match tonight that the Islanders want to end scoreless. They have one of those already, and this is one that they desperately need to put in the win column.
You only get 1 point for that.
Get 3 for that win column, and that's exactly what you're looking for. And 3 in the win column will put them right up there at 22, and now you're in the mix for 8th place. So Lee Kalishaw, the head coach over there on the far side for the Kickers.
He's been there for a long time and had a lot of success with this Richmond team.
You know, it's amazing, this USL League, the largest soccer league in the country. And the appeal has been amazing. A lot of these places are getting some pretty good crowds out. There's Thomas. They're going to get Thomas for the foul there. I'm not so sure what the official was looking at that time.
But it goes back to Richmond.
See the few of the City Islander players tonight going with that rainbow shoe look. And then you've got one of the players on the side for Richmond tonight has 2 colors. Turn out the lights and his feet will light up the room. There's Dabo getting it off to McLaws.
Stolen right back. Little push. Yep, more than a little push. Goes right back to the Richmond Kickers.
You know, another observation compared to last season, Greg, is the City Islander team has become a much more physical team this year, too. They're not afraid to get in there and mix it up with you. And I thought last season maybe they weren't quite that physical.
So it'll be a free kick for the Kickers, and they'll start it out coming back as Alon Roberts. Out to Umar. Umar chips it into the box, and Brandon Miller steps up and pulls it out of the air. Tosses it out for Wilson.
Here comes Wilson, and this is what he does so well. Is he'll carry the ball for a long time, dumps it off. Going to have it stolen away, though, just a little slow in the pass from Jake Bond.
Islanders get the throw in. Jake Bond will take it. There's a discussion about something.
A little preventative officiating here between Mensa and also Milan Roberts. And that's good officiating. Stay out in front of it before it gets to a point where it's a problem.
Overshot the head, and Durkan just sends it all the way back for Miller. We'll just flip it out.
Carry there and up near side.
Mohammed. Good run by Mohammed down the near side.
Mohammed trying to get a corner here, trying to get it to the middle.
Kickers are right there.
Good flat kick. controlled in the middle by Sonny Janae. Bond, a pretty good job there on the far side of breaking things up. A little better passing this half, you said, Greg, by this team.
You know, Richmond's playing with a little bit more offensive confidence here.
You got a look right here coming up.
And a shot.
And that was just on the outside, but that was dangerous.
Of the net. Pat Welter, some observations from the sideline.
Just an injury update on the Richmond side. I went over to check on Raul Gonzalez, who went out to start the second half. He's working with the trainer, icing his lower back, looked to be in a lot of pain. And then on the Harrisburg side, just to follow up on Cardell Benbow, hamstring injury. He has been subbed out. He's not on the sidelines. He will not return. So it looks like it's Jake Bond the rest of the way, guys.
Pat, thanks.
Pat doing a great job down there on the sidelines tonight. And I'll tell you, taking Benbow out is a huge piece. He just is one of those guys, Greg, that when you go through him, good things happen. Look at this turn. Right to the middle it comes.
That's a header. Came back out.
Still have it. Here's Wilson trying to get something started again. Grosh on the wing right now. Instead, Mensah's going to try to make it happen himself and make that Abbas Muhammad. Claws too high.
Going to go over the end line and off the boards, and it'll be a goal kick for the Richmond Kickers.
You would see normally Benbow out here on the near side. And what Benbow does so well is he's just got great football handling skills and can create situations. Great family night out here. You can see a lot of families in the stands here this evening. Nice. All the upstairs boxes are reserved tonight. So a great night for City Islander soccer.
And you can see when the next game is coming up Tuesday night here at FNB Field. Harrisburg and one of the hottest teams in USL soccer, Charlotte. So come on out next Tuesday night, the 18th. Tickets available at cityislanders.com or by just coming on out to FNB Field here on City Island.
Best family ticket in town. Here we go. Right to the
through,
middle.
Shot, and that just went wide.
When Mensah had it, he just was a tad quick. What a center that was.
Ropapa Mensah.
Ooh. I mean, he had nothing in front of him but goal. Look at this. Grosh. Beautiful center. Mensah.
Take it.
What he probably should have done would have been to stop it just for a moment, get it set, then unload it. So maybe the best look tonight that they've had so far. That was in front of an open net, too, and here they come again.
Mensah just 19 years old.
That's going to be a corner this time. I tell you, I like Mensah's growth, though. He really is coming. We just started to see him the other night. You can see he still has his head down a little bit there, but no need to do that. You have to have a short memory in this game.
And Wilson will get another corner.
So 5-1 in corners tonight for the City Islanders. They certainly have had opportunities. Here's a big one. Look for him to look for Mensah's head.
Spun out. Ball kicked over the net by Calvano.
Yeah, Calvano on that side, one of the taller guys, and they'll look for him a lot of times to try to head it in.
Welcome everybody to tonight, watching on ABC 27.3, also on USL Live, which is just a great service to be able to watch all these games for free, and you can really get a great feel for soccer in the United Soccer League. There's nobody else who does that, and it's just done so well. So if you want to check out any of the Harrisburg games or any games from any of the teams in this league, USL Live is the place to go. We're glad those of you watching tonight on CBS 6.3 in Richmond. Still scoreless in the 61st minute. Greg Mace, Gary Sutton, along with Pat Welter on our FNB Field sidelines. Good run now here by Durkin. Top of the box. And it'll be a free kick as Janae was taken down, and a break for the Kickers. See the trip there on the right side of the screen, and both those guys went down. But it will be a free kick for Richmond in this scoreless contest. And it's Sonny Janae. He's taking a lot of these free kicks tonight.
So let's see what happens here. These are tough. Watch the left corner of the net here. You see Miller tried to fake him out as to where he's going to be. This will have a rocket shot on it.
Janae with the left foot goes to the right of the goal.
You talk about a team that's had a lot of good free kick set pieces tonight so far. It really has been Richmond. They've had the advantage in that category.
So Brandon Miller. We watch the replay of this shot. The left foot kind of spun and got about 5-6 feet wide of the goal.
And the ball belonged to the City Islanders. It crosses the touchline. By the way, we'd like to see the Islanders strike gold tonight, but you can strike gold with a new instant game from the Pennsylvania Lottery. You can scratch your way to $1 million with $1 Million Gold Rush. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly, and it benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
So now the Kickers have controlled here in the last few minutes. This is a good game of momentum swings, mostly swinging in the Islanders' favor. Oh, look at what happened there.
You're going to get a yellow card here.
We're going to get it. Yep. Went right after the keeper, and Matt Turner went down.
Well, I tell you what, Wilson making the case here. Turner didn't handle it cleanly, and so what Wilson's saying is a free ball, and I have a shot at it just like he does, but you can't take down the goalkeeper. So Wilson with a yellow card. Watch this. So when he finally did get control of it, Wilson went into the leg. It's almost like blocking the punter in football and hacking him when you go through. It's 15-yard penalty. In this case, a yellow card.
Yeah, you can't touch him. So here's Matt Turner.
The goalkeeper gets the same kind of deference as the quarterback does in football and the punter.
Don't touch him.
Yeah, exactly.
Little through ball into the box.
Dangerous.
Yeah, a little quick scoop there as Teyu had the shot, and it wasn't much of a shot, and Brandon Miller just kind of scooped it up.
Like I said, I think Teyu's in a game tonight where his size is no match for the speed that's in there against him defensively.
Well, both teams have been pushing, but nothing's going on the back of the net yet.
Really impressed tonight with the Richmond defense, though. I mean, these guys, been a frustrating year as far as scoring goals, but as far as keeping them out of there, I mean, they've only given up, I think, like 23 goals for the season. Problem is, we only scored 10. That's a difficult situation.
No run there as Mensah tried to go after the ball, but it was way too deep, and Matt Turner, who got knocked down just a moment ago with that big right foot.
Good head out of there by the Islanders.
Trying to chip it through. There's Bolduc, and it's going to go back to Harrisburg. But
see a little bit more quickness, a little bit more hustle here in the second half, trying to get into that offensive mode for Richmond. Looking for Wilson. There you saw one of the problems for Wilson right there, Greg, is the fact that he's not going to win a lot of head balls. He's the shortest guy on the field.
you know, not a big guy physically. Bill Betcher said, hey, if I can get a good 60, 70 minutes out of him, he's happy.
Yeah.
He's got a couple substitutions left.
We've got a guy over there on the bench, Rashid Olabi, who is a guy who can score some goals as well. Big foot, too.
Now you start to get to that point in the game where substitutions become a bit of a strategy to get a couple of fresh legs in there.
Well, one of the things I thought you might see a little bit more of tonight would have been the fatigue factor showing up maybe at this point in the game for Richmond because of the speed of these City Islanders. Look at this.
Chance here for Wilson. Got ridden off the ball and then just got cleared out.
Just not able to control it cleanly there. It's going to be a handball.
Yeah. Cannot touch your hands in soccer.
Nope.
Sonny Janae touched it, and the Islanders get the free kick in the 67th minute. Think of the number of balls that have been picked off by the Islanders here compared to Richmond. Nice defense again by the Islanders throughout this game as Wilson.
Wilson taken down from behind, but the call be made. Foul. Calvano says, I'll get that ahead for you. Here's a moment coming up right here. You had a hold just for a second. Official didn't see it.
And McLaws helped the Islanders get a corner.
Sixth quarter of the night for the Islanders. McLaws is one of those guys, Greg, you'll see every game that's got one of those hard hat guys. He's always doing his job. He maybe doesn't get a lot of the big numbers out there, but he's just a big part of what this team's been doing this season. Flat
Wilson.
kick in.
Wilson will get it right back. Chip it right back into the box.
Oh, they had Mensah, one over top.
Grosh headed out again. Islanders with a couple of nice attempts. The cross is into the box, but both times the Kickers got it out. Now the ball goes over the touchline, and
you saw Frank Yahoo trying to get it across, or Yahoo rather. I'll do it again. Teyu, I'll get it right at the third time. Trying to cross, but no one over there. Can't say it enough. The Islanders are really improved in their passing here mid-season and on. Wilson, the tricky ways he gets positioned to get the ball. Grosh looking outside. And then the head shot up. Oh,
wow.
And his own man kicked it away from him there. That's going to be another corner. Little miscommunication there.
It's at 7 now. 7th corner kick coming up.
And there's a nice little chip over the top. You see right here. Probably saved a goal there. It went over top of the Turner's hands.
Olin Beebe.
Here he comes. Olabi into the game. Rashid Olabi. And he is some kind of quick, and he's got a great foot.
And it is picked out off the corner directly into the hands of Matt Turner.
Turner's done a nice job tonight. We said he was the guy we were highlighting at the top of the show, and he certainly met the highlight reel here tonight so far.
70th minute.
20 minutes left in this one. No stoppage time here in the second half, so it's been a very clean game. I think we have one yellow card here in the second half, one in the first half.
50-50 ball won by the Islanders. And there's the fresh legs of Olin B.
Olabi is a guy who had a goal early in the season. It was just incredible. Here he comes.
Right on through. And coming right out.
And Wilson thought he had it.
Matt Turner, the sliding save for the Kickers.
You saw Wilson put his hands up. He was a little upset of not being able to get the shot on that.
And now players seem to be going down a little bit more because we're getting closer to the end.
Well, you can see the 3 yellow cards that have all been against the Islanders. And you say, well, that's bad. Well, it is and it isn't, because it shows who the aggressive team has been. They had 4 the other night against New York.
So the Kickers with the free kick into the box, cleared out by the Islanders. Kickers get it back. There's Umar. Umar still controls, headed over the touchline by Thomas. And now with some controlling momentum, ever so slightly, is Richmond.
For the moment. Janae in there. Taken away. This has some transition possibilities here if they get some legs on it.
But Mensah couldn't catch up to it, and there's Richmond right back out. Umar, the Bolduc, the former Islander. Now Umar kind of chased back.
Oh, good takeaway here. Bas Muhammad right back. Oh, he's trying to get it back to the middle of Wilson. Take it away.
Durkin made the trap. And here's Bolduc. Bolduc plays into the center of the field.
You don't think there's a guy in that field tonight that have a goal more than Matthew Bolduc gets his old teammates. And the Islanders a little bit of a charge and then forcing him back out with the ball. Nice job defensively by the Islanders there. Some gaps right now in that defense.
And
there's a Bas Muhammad.
Yep, nothing called there. And Muhammad.
Near side to Thomas. Thomas has not had his foot on it a whole lot tonight. He's usually very involved in the game.
Got it ahead, yep. And Turner will just come up with it.
A little too long a pass, looking for Jake Bond slashing in from the left. Then across the line off the foot of the keeper.
See Lee Calishaw along the far side with a hat on. The longtime Richmond Kickers coach.
Or Teu has to take it away. Takes it away right there, the big guy.
Nice strip of the ball and just kind of getting his foot on it was Dabo, and Richmond will get it back.
Say Dabo was later. There's Bill Betcher, the only coach that the Islanders have ever known, 124, 103, and 73. Got two kids that play on Lower Dolphins championship team here statewide.
I remember when Bill Betcher was a star with the Harrisburg Heat.
Oh yeah. I knows the game.
So Durkin will take the free kick for Richmond. Somebody's looking for a goal.
This is dangerous.
Well, the officials having a discussion.
At minute number 75 right now, 15 to go in this one. Durkin belts it.
Chipped in and just went wide.
But I'll tell you what, he had a good concept there, and you saw his man sliding in from the far side. Big smile on his face. That I almost had that one.
Yambi, William Yambi.
Just came into the game a little bit ago from Cameroon.
So Brandon Miller gets the goal kick.
Thomas has got it. Thomas to the middle to Wilson.
Back to Thomas.
Got to look right here.
Nice ball movement.
Mensah.
And a turn.
Oh, he's got it!
Papa Mensah. The first goal of the game for the Islanders. He's 19 years old. He's been a spark. Bill Betcher said he's one of our guys who's got to step up tonight, and watch the placement on that shot, Gary.
I mean, you take a look at that. Turner's got it played perfectly. It's about a foot right there outside his head in that left corner, and so Mensah couldn't have hit it at a better time. What a shot. What's interesting on that, if you watch Mensah, he's got his back turned to the keeper, so the keeper can't see the ball. And when Mensah turns, I think he feels like there's going to be one more pass, and all of a sudden that Mensah hit it like maybe one pass earlier, one move earlier than the goalkeeper was ready for. What a shot from Mensah.
Well, he had an opportunity before if he had waited, and his reaction was just perfect on that one. And boy, did that wake up this crowd.
Did it ever, and especially at a time where there's not a lot of time left in this game.
So now the Kickers looking to come back to tie it. And the Islanders have to keep not playing back on their heels and not just playing defense here, but just continue to be aggressive.
They did that the other night a little bit. It almost cost him. Mensah now to go with his 1 assist for the year. Now has 1 goal. His first goal for the Islanders.
And there's Jamie Thomas, who tries to clear it out but does not.
Watch out here. You got to really mark your players tightly now. But again, the defense has been very, very quick all night in that back field. And you look back there and you see those guys. Calvano, McLaws, Brett Muhammad.
Dabo had a run.
Officials here in the stands wanted a little takedown. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
In the box.
Get out of there.
Bolduc. Boy, Bolduc has come on strong here in the second half.
You see the value of Travis Brent and Abbas Muhammad right there. Here we go, coming through. Can you beat the man to it? Turner jumps out there, makes a nice move.
And now chasing it down, and Miller will get it and clear it back out.
Coming up on 12 minutes left in this one. I don't think you're going to see any stoppage time here. Here's Dabo.
Into the box, and Dabo and Turner came right out on it. Oh boy, the intensity and the just the pace just picked up after the goal, with the goal and after the goal.
And last year, what happened an awful lot with these Islanders, they'd score a goal and then a team would come right back and they'd have these letdowns. This year, that has not been the case. And one of the reasons why is the quickness in the back. Good takeaway like that. Here you see Abbas Muhammad, who's just been a rock-solid, stalwart defenseman back there. Couldn't think of any other adjectives to add to that, Greg.
Those were good ones. And it'll go back to the Islanders.
About 11 minutes left, so still tons of time in this one.
And you still see the possession time as Richmond's caught up a little bit, but look at that, 59 to 41%. And here's another substitution, and it is Luis Fernando coming into the game for the Kickers.
And if Sante out of there. Hear the Capital City crowd down there going kind of crazy.
One step. Oh, wow. That was, Mensah was kind of right there on the ball, but Turner knew that he had control of it.
Fernando, by the way, brings with him 1 goal for the season so far. So that's the 4 goals that were left behind from the 2 players that weren't here tonight. So he's dangerous. Nice stop there. Was Travis Brent again. Looking for some kind of shot here. Take it away in the middle of the field for a moment. Double team.
Headed out.
Good head out that time by Calvano. Now you get some room to move upfield. Don't get that offsides. The other night, Brandon Miller was giving his defense the devil in the back. He thought that everybody kind of had stopped moving a little bit. He talks to his players back there quite a bit. You have 2 City Islanders down in the field right now.
Pat Welter, what is the mood now with the Capital City crew?
Well, Greg, as soon as Rapapa Mensah scored that goal, the Capital City crew erupted. And Capital City crew, you got some noise to make for us. Hey guys, let me hear it over here. You know, after Rapapa Mensah scored that goal, this is a guy that's playing striker for Harrisburg, And that's the position that guys like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi play, and Harrisburg hasn't had one for most of this season. So you look at a team that's had some trouble scoring goals. Well, they haven't had a striker. So where Papa Mensah is that guy going forward, according to Bill Betcher. Harrisburg with a 1-0 lead here, trying to hold on to it. As Mensah lifts up from the field, but he looks to be okay, guys.
16 goals for the season for the City Islanders, and 6 of those in the last 4 games. So it gives you an idea of the eruption they've had and the chemistry they have up front. Now you may get a little stoppage time, maybe a minute here at the end of this one, as we tick into the 83rd minute here coming up. You'll start to see City Islanders now packing it in a little bit more.
Their next match coming up here, FNB Field Tuesday night against the hottest team in the USL. There's a shot that goes way over the net and up over top of the bullpen. That will be a hard ball to get. They've got to play another ball in.
And that was Tayu putting it up to Tay them. Way up toward the scoreboard.
That is in a place where baseballs land for home runs.
You've seen a few of those out here, right?
Some great ones. A lot of great history in this ballpark. The Islanders continue to make some of their own.
Yeah, the Islanders becoming kind of a hot commodity here. And you take a look at where the Islanders are right now, coming into tonight. As we said, the 8th place team sitting in there at Orlando City B with 22 points. Then you had the New York Red Bulls at 21 there at 9th, Ottawa Fury at 20 at 10th, and then Pittsburgh at 20 also at 10th. So the Islanders at 19 tonight, if they could hold on here and get those 3, they're now knocking on the door there of 8th place. And considering this team was in last place about 4 weeks ago, quite an improvement. Dangerous timing down here again.
Yeah, Wilson was on the ball, and now the Kickers had no choice but to boot it up over the touchline, and the Islanders, with a 1-goal advantage, the only goal of the game, get the throw in.
And looking for insurance time here. Get that extra goal. And part of what they're trying to earn a quarter right here. You'll see them kick it out of bounds. And there's your corner.
That's a lot. 8 tonight, right?
Yep, they'll take it over to the corner like that, and you'll see it happen on a regular basis, where they're just simply trying to get that team to kick it out through their legs there. So it's kicked across the end line in minute number 85 now. You probably have about a 6-minute game left here.
3,289 here tonight.
Nice number for a Saturday evening. Hey, this is a beautiful place out here at City Island. Lots going on throughout the day. Got a train that goes around there, a little miniature train.
You got water golf. You got miniature golf too.
Miniature golf, yep. Right along the river. Got people out here swimming, I guess, during the day as well, out in the end of the island. See a lot of people working out here as well. Plus, you can run across to the city as well.
At the walking bridge is a great place to come check out.
Oh, and Muhammad hitting the inside of his leg. That's not good. He's going to try to get back up here, I think. There he goes.
He got hit in the knee. You watch what happens again, and he lifted his knee up, and then
just banged knees is what he did.
Yeah.
That's one of those smarts for the moment. Then you get up and move on. So free kick, and Brandon Miller sends it high and long. But if you ever wondered why the NFL has soccer-style kickers, you take a look tonight and you see he's got that soccer style just revolutionized the game.
Great accuracy.
Yep. The old days of the Gogol axe.
Lou Groza.
Lou Groza was exactly soccer style.
No, I meant going back to the straight-on kick is what I meant. Yeah, you're right. But some of those great guys. Yeah, look out! Here come the Kickers.
You got a good look right here. Let's try to slide it up.
Bull duck was there again.
Good take by Miller. You had Jan Stenerud.
Yep.
Who were some of the great Penn State kickers? There were some pretty good ones there, families.
The Bars.
The Bars. Their dad was a soccer coach, right?
Yeah, that's right. Chris.
It was a natural transition.
Yep.
Chris and Matt.
And Robbie Gould come out of Penn State.
Got a pretty good one there right now, too. Well, we're into minute number 87 now. See the fans sitting up there. They're going, waiting to see if I win a prize. I'm pretty sure the Islanders are going to win this game, but got some time to go here yet. Here comes Paul Wilson.
Wilson drops from Miller.
Jamie Thomas has got Wilson again, and he's offsides.
I'm not sure who Jamie Miller is, but I'm sure he's a pretty good player wherever he is. Watch again.
You can see Wilson knows right now it's offsides.
Well, all-out push here now by the Kickers, and ridden off. Frank Teyu.
Thomas pushing it ahead. You see right away the backs are up so far right now offensively for Richmond. That's going to be offsides every time. Remember I said at the top that I thought Mensah might be the guy for the evening. I just had a feeling tonight that Mensah was going to be. He played so well the other night.
Remember, he's just 19 years old, too.
Yeah.
All right, big kick here for the Kickers.
Watch
up
the
in
head.
The box, header.
Still alive out there.
Wow, that was interesting. He just flipped it over the touchline.
That's Teyu, and I'm telling you what, he looks like he's a little tired right now. Said that speed will wear you down. I think you're seeing a little bit of that here late in the contest.
So another substitution.
So Danny DePrima coming in here, who's a local product out of Dillsburg and Northern High School.
And he replaces Paul Wilson.
There you go. Paul Wilson played an outstanding match here tonight again. Danny DePrima, who went to North Carolina State and played then. Teyu. When Teyu boxes you out there, you don't see the daylight.
Janae got it back out. Desperation time here for the Kickers.
Final minute. The final minute of regulation. I don't know that you're going to have very much.
Maybe a minute of stoppage time.
Maybe a minute.
Can't remember the last time I saw no stoppage time.
Oh, look out here.
Dangerous ball.
Get out of there.
Clear it out.
Every second right now counts. They are just packed in right now, the Islanders. Long kick again, looking for that headshot in there for someone like Teyu.
This has always been kind of a scary time. We've seen a lot of times with the Islanders that it just, you know, you get a goal or you give up a goal in that stoppage time. But here's a nice run.
That is DePrima with it.
Yep.
Kicking
Fresh
it down.
legs.
Keep it down this end of the field, and that shot ensures you're not going to be able. Look at this.
Thomas got tied up, and he's going to go back. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, there was some pushing there.
Thomas not happy with that call.
You saw the hand. Well, it's 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Man, where did that come from? A minimum of 3 minutes. Look at that boot out of there by Turner. So you have a 3-minute game that you have to stay tie here. Right now, you want to get back on the attack a little bit if you can and keep that ball on the other end.
Janae.
Closely marked right now.
Fernando
can score.
Break for the Islanders, and then Calvano will just knock it out over the side.
Again, that buys time. So important here for the Islanders to mark well, not let that ball get served in there, and this is going to go across the end line. Should be a goal kick coming out. Now you're going to see the slowest walk to that ball you've ever seen.
There's no dead sprint to the ball there for Brandon Miller. Nope.
We saw Paul Wilson walking over to take corners like he could just barely make it.
So Miller will take the kick. Just heard Brian Kaiser, the public address announcer here, say that Ropapa Mensah is leading for player of the game with the fan voting.
And there you go. Just kick it down the field a little bit. Make him cover land.
Chip ahead. Dangerous ball there, but it's kicked out to the side.
Yeah, that was looking ugly for a moment.
Mohammed kicked it over to the side, and now the Kickers.
So Matt Bolduc actually got a pretty good look there for a moment.
Oh, nice head ball there by the Islanders.
Problem is here, the big guys, this is where they live, getting the headshots at the corner.
Janae, nice pick out. Look at Miller holding the ball out over the end line. Wow.
Yep, for people that don't know the rule, you take that ball and bring it back behind you, that's a goal. So Miller paying attention.
And the Islanders just chip it down. Can't be much time left now.
Got to be under a minute. Be a huge win tonight. Oh, good kick away. Get it out to Thomas. Just get it upfield now. Yep.
Thurkin in the box, and now we've got an injury.
Oh, and he got hit. I'm not so sure that's not Mohammed again. Worst thing in the world you want right now is to be down.
He got hit in the face. And it is Mohammed. He got hit in the right side of his face or the right eye.
Yep.
And watch the replay. He went up.
Must have been with an elbow there. I couldn't really see it. Very well. But it appears he's going to stay in.
Well, he's off on the side.
The trainer was doing the talking for him as he came over to the official. And there's your kick down.
Well, they just gave it back to the Islanders. Mohammed is going to stay in the game. Now the ball into the box.
Oh,
and
man.
Wow. Miller will just chase it down. And it'll be a goal kick for the Islanders. And you might think that after the goal kick, this might be it.
So watch how long it takes to get this goal kick off. Brandon Miller.
And that is it. 1-0 Islanders.
The fourth win in 5 matches, and they've now moved to 22 points, and they are up there knocking on the door of the last playoff position in the Eastern Division and looking like a team that could be playing in the playoffs at the end of the season.
Well, this team has really turned it around. Did not play poorly in that streak, except for a couple of games, would say Bill Betcher. But on the whole, they played some pretty good soccer. And now that determination and that confidence is really with the Islanders. And now they have won 4 of 5. Pat Walter's going to have Bill Betcher and perhaps one of the players over on the sidelines.
One of the things they've done, though, is they've put together a team now in the absence of some of those big scorers and changed their whole outlook, and speed has become their ally. And Greg, you can see the speed in the back tonight on the defense. You can see the speed up front tonight with the great passing we talked about, the possession of the game, the good entrance into the box constantly. I mean, they had opportunities all night long.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights here before we get to Pat real quick. I think let's just kind of see what Pat's done. All right, let's take a look at the highlights real quick, Gary.
Well, here you go. And you saw a little bit of this tonight. Some dangerous moments here as Richmond tried to put it on goal. But for the most part, this was what happened all night long. You got looks, and there's Mens in the second half just missing what looked like an open goal. There's that universal sign we talked about. There's that pop-up. Bang-bang play with Wilson and the goalkeeper. You can see the aggressive play tonight. Calvano taking down Teyu in the middle of the field. Long high kick opposite, and again, looking for that far guy, sliding in there.
I'm just basically waiting.
And then here was the goal. And you see
congrats, man.
Ropopa Menza. Take a look one more time. This is beautiful. Called Hit 'em Where They Ain't. And that was as close to the corner as you could humanly get. And that was the one goal. And it stood up tonight for the City Islanders. And they win a big one here at FNB Field.
All right, with Tiago Calvano on the sidelines is our Pat Welder. Pat?
Greg, I'm here with Tiago Calvano. And Tiago, you guys have won 4 of 5 games. You're right back in the playoff picture with 3 points tonight. How much confidence does this give you guys?
That's very good, as you say. Last 5 games, 4 wins. That's helped us to build our confidence, bring our confidence back, and very happy for Ropapa, who scored his first goal. The kid works hard every day, and very happy, all the boys, great effort, and I'm pleased with the 3 points.
You look at a guy like Ropapa back at striker. I mean, you guys haven't really had one for so much of the season. So when you look at the scoreboards, not a lot of goals, but you haven't had anyone there to score it. So now that you have Ropapa back in the lineup, he scores tonight. How can that change the whole dynamic of this team?
Yeah, that's what we was needing from the beginning. We had a couple injuries, didn't help us, like Wheeler, our captain, is out. Now Pedro and Ropapa was injured as well, so now it's his second game, and as he showed, so he makes good runs, and he was good. He scored a beautiful goal, and I'm really happy.
Take a look at this crowd right now. The game's over. There's still a lot of people here. One of the best crowds I've seen at a Harrisburg City Islanders game. Do you feel like soccer is finally starting to take hold here?
Yeah, sure. In America, soccer is growing too much, and here, so every game come more people, and if we're still winning, so the people are coming more, and that's our job. We have to win the games to make the people come and support us, and in name of the team, thank you very much to all the supporters.
You've got another game on Tuesday here, Charlotte, one of the hottest teams, one of the best teams in the league. Do you feel like you're finally ready to maybe take that next step and beat a team of that caliber?
So we know Charlotte is a very good side. They play a good soccer. They like to play, but we'll be at home and we'll make it tough for them.
Tiago, thanks a lot for your time. I'll be right back with Bill Betcher. Greg, I'll send it back to you.
Well, you take a look at the records tonight now, and then you can see the stats right there. The big one, top one, 1-0. The Islanders win it. Outshot tonight, 14-12, which is kind of amazing when you think about it. Shots on target, 4-1. They only had 1, and that shot on target went through. But they did possess the soccer ball, 56-44. A little tighter the second half, though, Greg. 6 offsides to none tonight. And that talks to me about aggressiveness getting down into the scoring area the whole time. 3 yellow cards. Again, aggressiveness talking about there. But the Islanders come out here with an impressive 1-0 win tonight. 6-8-4 now. They have 22 points. 2-10-6 for Richmond. They stay right there anchored in last place, unfortunately for them.
And what now this sets up is what could be just a terrific match coming up Tuesday night against one of the hottest teams in all of soccer. They've won 5 in a row. Charlotte on July 18th right here on City Island at 7 o'clock. And boy, you talk about a team with great momentum. They both have great momentum, and this could be one of the best games of the year.
Well, they lost last time to Charlotte, 2-0. But they have beaten Louisville since then. And, of course, Louisville in second place right now. So they know how to beat some of these big teams at the top. So it's not like they're going in there thinking, well, we don't have any right to be on the field with them. You sense a new confidence with this team and a new kind of chemistry since some of the big scores went down. It's a different look team with that quick front line of really 4 guys up there that are really contributing.
All right, if we have time here, we're waiting for Bill Betcher to come over, and he's talking to one of his players over there. So,
you know, one of the concerns I have tonight is what about Cardell Bembo? We don't know his status. It was a hamstring pull. We hope that's not a long-term thing, but he's been fighting that injury for about 4 weeks now, and hopefully he'll come out. He's been a big part of this new look that I think Harrisburg has brought to the forefront the last 4 weeks.
And it's certainly gotten the crowd into the game, and the crowd was, you know, understandably kind of flat until it was until there was a goal in the game. And It's it was a great goal by Mensah, and the Islanders take it 1-0. All right, I believe now that Pat is ready with Bill Betcher. Pat?
Coach, you guys have won 4 of your last 5 games. So much momentum right now, and you've coached in this league for a long time. Do you feel like there's a chance something special is happening right now in Harrisburg?
We hope so. I mean, we got a long ways to go. We put ourselves, behind the 8 ball, so to speak, a little bit, and we're playing catch up still. But I like where we're at, the way we're playing. Unfortunately, we have injuries piling up, which we have to fight through. We have another game on Tuesday, but I do like the group. I like where we're at, and hopefully we continue to push forward.
You do have the injuries. Cardell Benbow goes down tonight, but Ropapa Mensah back, generating a lot of chances the last couple of games. Finally gets his goal. What does that do for his confidence to get that goal here tonight?
Well, I think it's going to help him a lot. I mean, I thought he played really well the other night, and he was disappointed he didn't score, which is what you want in a forward. And I talked to him afterwards. I said, if you keep playing like that, you'll find goals. I don't think he was as good tonight. I mean, I think he probably was a little bit tired, but he still battled and worked, and that's what good forwards do. They fight through it. They wait for that one moment, and he made it happen. It was a great goal.
Do you feel like the Benbow injury is serious and could be a couple weeks?
He missed like 4 weeks with the hamstring, and he started to feel tightness. It's one of those deals. Maybe should have not started him tonight, but I talked to him yesterday and he felt good. So I think just running it started to feel it. I'm glad that he told us early and didn't get a point where he made it worse. So hopefully it's only a few days.
You look at this crowd tonight. A lot of people still in this building. One of the biggest crowds I've seen at a Harrisburg City Islanders game. You've coached here since the beginning. Do you feel like it's finally starting to take hold?
Again, I hope so. I mean, we've had some good crowds over the years. Central Pennsylvania is a great soccer community. We've always had support. We hope that we can continue to build on that. I think getting into this stadium has helped. And once people come here and see a game, hopefully they enjoy it and they want to come back.
Another game on Tuesday, another home game against one of the best teams in the league, Charlotte. Do you feel like you're finally ready to maybe take that next step and beat a team of that caliber?
Well, I mean, Charlotte's rolling, but so are we. And, we beat Louisville to start this streak, who is in second place. So, we know Charlotte presents a lot of challenges. And the fact that we played so many games in a short time is going to make it difficult. But, the guys are confident right now and believe in ourselves. And, we're going to come out here trying to get 3 more points.
Here with one of the coaches of one of the hottest teams in the league. Bill, thanks a lot for your time. Greg, I'll send it back to you guys.
One of the other reasons people were hanging around is the post-game fireworks. There you go.
People love fireworks, man, I'll tell you what. But fireworks tonight by one Mr. Mensah to put it away. And I'll tell you, it was a great goal to beat the keeper, who did a great job all night long. But again, Tuesday night back here at 7 o'clock, and we'll be bringing you all the action on Invicta. Looking forward to that. Greg, it's been great working with you tonight.
All right, a lot of fun, and we'll have another game live coming up later in the season on ABC 27.3. We thank all of you for watching USL Live tonight, as well as our friends down in Richmond on CBS 6. Hey, the State Police flyover, hometown heroes saluted tonight, and a great finish for the Harrisburg City Islanders. For Pat Welter, Greg Mace, Gary Sutton, so long from Harrisburg.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.